Salutations, tubers. Welcome back to the layout room. This time around, I thought I'd do a little bit of a layout update. Been a while since I made my last tour of the layout video, and in that time, I've been making some improvements and some changes. So without further ado, we shall be getting right into it. First, biggest change I've had to do is I've moved some accessories around. Had to move the water tower from its position over here to make room for our little K-line barrel loader. I think this is a repro of an old Marks one. General gist of this is it's supposed to represent a soda factory on my layout. I mean, I really love soda pop. So I thought, why not have a little loading dock where we load barrels of soda into our reefer cars, which then have to go over here to get everything iced up to be shipped off to market and have the drinks nice and cold. So, present to you the Shamrock Soda Company, complete with a little sign. I made another little sign for the Iceberg Refrigerator Company. Basically, where we load ice and frozen and refrigerated food products to be shipped out to market. It also receives stuff from the farm like vegetables and fruit. General idea of this layout is, while it is a toy train layout, I do want to kind of operate it as if it was a real railroad, so all the little industries connect with each other. So, you know, you can run entire little chains, and then when you're done, start all over again. It just something more to do than just run around in circles, which, don't get me wrong, is a fun little pastime in and of itself. So besides all the industries, we've got this little interchange track here. This represents our connection to the outside world. It's been here since the beginning, but it's only recently I've gotten it to start working properly because I had a bit of a wiring issue with the uncoupler. Wasn't wanting to work properly, but fortunately for me, Toy Train Tips and Tricks YouTube channel had a little bit about rewiring these things to make it a little more simple. So in case you have a problem with the old-fashioned button controller like this, which I was having a bit of problem with because it was so old and some components were missing, you wire it up to one of these little single button doorbell pushes. So that fixed my problem. So now we've got our MTH log dumper and our coal dumpers working properly there. So a big woohoo on that. Got a little bin for our magnetic crane so we can put the scrapyard in operation. Don't know if that's going to be permanent. I'd like to make a little bin and looks kind of like an old little junkyard. Put another sign on it, but that's another project for the future. Another change since last time over here on this part of the layout is this. This is our whistling freight house. This replaces the Lionel clock, which has kind of been shunted aside for another day. Haven't gotten rid of it, just put it on the back burner. This is basically supposed to represent a signal box or an interlocking tower. It controls all the signals on this side of the layout, but its actual practical purpose is to provide a whistle sound for locomotives. Either the whistles don't work properly or they just weren't fitted with it, because on the inside it's got a little air whistle mechanism in it, which when you push the button down here, there we go. And to kind of complement its role as an interlocking, I've put an old-fashioned highball signal, fully functional. Got a little work to do to get it finished, to detail it, but decided that since this is an old railroad, there's at least one or two highball signals still hanging around, and they just weren't changed because they didn't need to be. Was inspired by a picture I saw in a magazine of an old highball signal that was still standing at a diamond crossing in the diesel era. I mean, they never bothered to change it, I guess, because it just kept on working. So, moving on. We've got a couple new accessories over here. We've got the Repro American Flyer gave the lamp lighter by MTH, and had to move the water tower back to make room for that. And I've also made a little station platform. This is a little craft project when I got bored one day. It's got like a little knockoff Lego bench set that I found at a dollar store. And I built the actual structure out of popsicle sticks, and other little bits and pieces I found in the craft section of Walmart. Mounted a little sign on it, so now it represents the Farmer's Dell halt station on this side of the layout. Which on the other side, I've also put a station sign over here. So that represents a station now. And we've also got one on our MTH American Flyer log loader that's supposed to represent a farm industry. Sends raw agricultural products out like timber and milk and beef and just about anything you could find on a farm to be shipped out to market, and it takes in machinery, oil, that sort of thing. And that's been about it so far as modifications go to the actual layout. It's pretty well not going to be changing too much more because we're kind of running out of room. Only thing I have left is a new gravel loader. It's probably going to go where the lava lamps are now. So something to look forward to on our next update, perhaps. We've got the fake little jellyfish aquarium to go with our lighthouse. Lights up and does all the little bubbling effects and stuff. I kind of find it just neat to be kind of like a nautical themed widget to go with my lighthouse, just for giggles. Another addition is this cloud. This lights up and flashes and stuff. Just thought it'd be neat for when I pipe in sounds over the Bluetooth speakers I have in here. I'd make it flash and go on to represent a storm. Just something I found up at Walmart just for giggles. Last but certainly not least, apologies for blinding you there. We've got our fan, another Walmart find. Very, very handy to have a ceiling fan in here. Sometimes it gets a little warmish. Oh, much better. So yeah, that's what I've been working on in here for the most part. Just wanted to let everybody know I'm still working on the train layout whenever I get the free time, and I'm still running the YouTube channel. So if anybody's got any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to leave them in the little comment box below, and I'll get right back to you. But for the meantime, I guess I'm going to get back to running trains. So until next time, tubers, all aboard!